Hi, this is Ben Tomasic, and I won Outsider Opinions 4th Bracket Challenge. You're listening to Kevin and Austin. Go Texas and hook 'em.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NCAA Opinions of the Week in Austin. I don't know how well, our bracket is not doing well, but we don't know how well it would have been if those 10 seconds were different with UConn and Duke.
It's the reason why I've always said that I don't like to pick freshmen. And this year I went against it because there are so many freshman teams, but I'm not shocked that the more senior the two teams, the teams with a lot more seniors on them, and older statesmen kind of leading the way, upperclassmen leading the way, wins the game. I don't blame Caden Boozer for losing the game, but you have to know to play that better, and I bet a senior in that situation would have played it better. It's a tough loss, though, for Duke, and UConn moves on, but it's always been the problem with freshmen. They're going to have, in the last year and a half, so since the start of 2025, the calendar year 2025, Duke's lost, I think, 5 or 6 games, and all the games they've had a 10-point lead in the second half. They lose because they collapse, and those collapses happen more often by freshmen.
Yeah, but to a freshman's credit, wasn't the UConn game winner hit by a freshman?
Sure, but I don't think that has anything to do. Something that I have a problem with, and look, it's incredible that he hit the shot, and kudos for him for hitting that shot. That's a really tough shot to hit. He is clutch for hitting that shot, but a lot of guys say that he has guts for taking that shot. What's the alternative? That he doesn't take the shot and he passes it again and they don't get a shot up? I don't know. You're on the court to play basketball. I don't think it's all that crazy or gutsy to take the shot. Hitting the shot's extremely clutch. Anybody can take the shot. It takes somebody to actually make it. But those aren't decisions, really. Like, Mullins didn't really... When Caravan passed the ball back to him, he didn't really have a choice. He had to shoot the shot. I mean, there was no option. It's the decision-making that I think is different with freshmen. The senior Caravan decided to pass it back to Mullins because he thought he had the better shot. And obviously the senior was right.
Yeah, so with that, the group has changed because looking at it, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams selecting Duke, which is tied for the most with 5 teams selecting Arizona. But because of that, the Duke losing, you have Ryan at second with Arizona winning, but now reigning champion Seth is in the lead again with 100 points, with Ryan with 86 points. And I believe Seth got his final 4 correct.
Yes, the final 4 is perfect on Seth's bracket. Kudos to him. I'm not trying to start a dynasty though in our bracket pool. It's not a good look. It's really not. We're supposed to be the ones making the right picks, but kudos to Seth. I thought my bracket had a really good chance of winning it if Duke had won that game and then had beat Illinois and Zona had made the title game and then Duke had won. I would have been the one to advance. It actually be the winner, but that losing it, it's a sad sight. I know Kevin and I both ended up having Duke winning it all. Our bracket's not great. Our bracket's third to last. Kevin, your bracket is last. My bracket's about halfway. It's in the middle. It's not good. It's not bad. But yeah, there's only 2 brackets now that can win it. It's either Seth, and there's 2 ways Seth can win it, and there's 1 way Ryan can win it. Ryan's way of winning it, Zona wins the title. If Zona were to win the title, he would get it. I actually think there's... Let me think. No, I guess there's 2 ways for Ryan to win it. If UConn were to win it all and Arizona were to make the title game. So there's 3 ways for Seth to win it, 2 ways for Ryan to win it. Ryan wins it if Zona wins it all. No matter how it happens, who it's against. If Zona wins it all, he wins it. He also wins it if Zona were to beat Michigan and UConn were to beat Illinois, and then UConn wins it all over Zona, Ryan wins it as well. So Ryan is rooting for either Zona or UConn to win it all. Seth wins in 3 different ways. One, Michigan just wins. If Michigan wins their game, it's against Zona, it's over. That he wins it. Also, if Illinois wins the championship game over Michigan, he wins it. So Michigan wins it all, Illinois wins it all, or Illinois wins it over Michigan, or if Illinois wins it over Arizona. So in any result where Michigan or Illinois wins it all, Seth will win it. In any result where Arizona or UConn, no, Seth can win it if UConn makes it to the title game, but Michigan wins it all. I think Seth will also win it if Michigan beats UConn in the final. So, or if UConn beats Michigan in the final, my bad. So if UConn wins it all, but it's over Michigan, Seth wins. So any result where Michigan beats Zona, Seth wins. The only 2 ways that Ryan can win is if Zona wins it all, or if Zona loses to UConn in the title. Hopefully that made sense. I confused myself while saying
that does make sense. And a lot of it, and basically, Seth is the leader right now, especially if Michigan wins.
Oh, it's completely. It's not even going to be remotely close if Michigan wins. Because even though there is another bracket that has Michigan winning, it's all the way in tied for 9th place, basically 10th place. And while that bracket may finish second, it's not even going to be kind of close. That bracket only has 1 correct team in the Final Four. It's funny, this is also Ryan's bracket, but this one, the only correct team he has in the Final Four is Michigan. While Seth, I mean, if this is I think, an unpredictable year in a lot of ways. No one predicted Iowa to go that far. I don't think this was one of the easy years for bracket. It's not extremely difficult, in my opinion, but I mean, if Seth gets Michigan, Illinois title game correct, and Michigan wins it all, to get the entire Final Four correct, that's pretty remarkable in a year that I don't know how many people had a perfect Final Four.
Yeah, and looking at it, UConn has just been on a tear in these last few years with Hurley as their coach. But to me, the most surprising thing is Illinois. I know you, I believe, had Illinois losing in the first round.
I don't.
I remember in the argument.
Yeah, yeah. I did too. I think I changed it in my main bracket. Let me see.
And I bring that up.
Yeah, I did. But yes, I was considering it because of Fran McCaffrey and that whole with Iowa. But I should have just picked Iowa, not the former Iowa.
Yeah. And looking at Illinois, we were like, okay, they have a great offense. I was like, okay, well, I'll have them advance, but this can't last. Well, it has lasted, and that's the Final Four. And on the verge of competing in the championship. Then you go to UConn, and incredible shot, but there's something about to what Hurley has found at UConn.
I think it's pretty remarkable that they won 2 games in 2 days, or I guess technically 3 days, but there was one day, in between the 2 game days, where the exact opposite thing happened. They were up 19 on Michigan State and ended up losing the lead at some point in that game. They were down, I think, 50-49. So they were up 19, and Michigan State took the lead, but UConn ended up coming and winning that game. And then against Duke, they're down 19 and come back and win the game. So they had where they blow the lead. I saw somebody online say this. Michigan State just took the lead too early. If there's a minute left in that game, does UConn win that game? I don't know. I'm not going to say yes or no. But Michigan State took their lead too early. And now UConn has won a game that they blew a 19-point lead. And the other team took the lead and they ended up winning. And they've also been down 19 points. They were down 44-25 and ended up winning the game. It's been remarkable. And then Michigan, Arizona, it's just been a testament to their dominance all year. And I'm excited to see the Final Four. It's between Seth and Ryan. Personally, personally, I'm rooting for Ryan. I don't want to see a back-to-back champ start to brew. I don't think even us have won back-to-back. I know we won in 23.
Yeah,
but
we have not done back-to-back yet. It's coming.
I like that, Kevin. The yet is important there, but I'm hoping we don't get back-to-back, but Seth has put himself in an incredible situation. If you want to win a bracket pool, get a perfect Final Four. I mean, that is extremely close to guaranteeing yourself the title.
Yeah, so that concludes it. Sadly, there will be another liner next year at the end of this year. So it's between Ryan and Seth, and we will keep you updated on that. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.